How's it going, guys? Patrick from Nintendo Talk here, and we have a little discussion today. So I brought a couple of my little buddies. Why don't you introduce yourself, guys?
I guess I'm buddy number one. I am Nathan, aka Renyo.
Why do you always call me little buddy?
I love you.
Just a little question real quick. What's up, everybody? It's the Freedom Nation here with you. What are you doing today?
All right, so we are discussing a topic but before I get to that, this is actually like a little preview of a new project that's going to be on Frito Nation's channel called Renten Nation. It's going to be like a podcast. We're going to kind of do it sometimes live, I guess. It'll be fun. But we are talking about the bombshell that went off today. And it's pretty soon. It's the Nintendo Direct on the 13th. It is 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and there's not really a lot that they gave us. So basically it says, tune in for nearly 45 minutes of information, mainly focused on what's headed to the Switch and Nintendo 3DS over the next few months, including new details about Super Mario Odyssey. And that's all we got. So, guys, my question to you is, what the hell is going to happen?
I wasn't even aware of the bombshell until you told me like 15 minutes ago. Me personally, I mean, I'm hoping, I'm absolutely hoping that Nintendo uses this opportunity to give us fans what we want, and that's Virtual Console.
Yeah, that's true. What about you, Freets?
I mean, they've been pushing that back and not been saying anything for a while, so that'd be amazing if they do talk about it. But I hope they talk about some game that Mr. Miyamoto announced a while ago, but they completely pushed under the radar. You guys remember when the big man himself, said that Pikmin 4 was completed?
Dude.
Or almost done?
That would be so great.
Yeah.
Well, I don't play Pikmin, so I guess that wouldn't have appealed to me.
I love Pikmin.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
played the first one, and that's about it.
He said that Pikmin 4 is
When did he say this, though?
He said this like 2 years ago.
Yeah, he said it something like it's pretty much done, or like we're
Yeah.
just waiting to release it, and then we got Hey Pikmin, and everyone like freaked the hell out.
Yeah. So
I think that's what it was.
No, I'm hoping. He even said it's not going to be on the Wii U. So I'm hoping Hey Pikmin isn't it, because that's not Pikmin 4. We could all agree that's not Pikmin 4.
Yeah.
That's Pikmin 2D.
But before we get into like weird speculation and stuff like that, from what the post says, it says for the next few months, so we can probably assume only for the rest of the year. Do you guys think 2018 is going to come up at all?
Maybe early 2018.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like definitely. I feel like 2018 is going to be like a gateway of like this is
Metroid
when
4.
Huh?
Stop. That will not come out in 2018. I bet my channel.
Dude, I'm betting on that too. I'm hoping Metroid 4 doesn't come out in
Oh,
2018.
Metroid.
Yeah, that's why I
was
said.
like, I thought you said Splatoon 4. I was like,
No.
That too. That Splatoon 4 confirmed,
See what I
guys.
did?
Splatoon
Alright,
4
Renyo's-
confirmed.
Renyo's dad works at Nintendo.
my dad works at Nintendo.
So they also say, so the next few months, I'm assuming like maybe into early 2018, like my personal guess is we might get like a date for Kirby and Yoshi. Maybe.
Yeah, Kirby and Yoshi were coming out 2018. That's for sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the games did look very near completion and very polished. Just
There
from what we
are a lot of games that just don't even have a release date, and Skyrim is one of them. And
Yeah.
Skyrim is
Xenoblade.
supposed to come out at the end of this year.
Yeah, that'll,
You know,
I think
I'm-
something that will be announced.
Yeah, I'm expecting Skyrim to make its big debut, showing off some more stuff on it that's going to be Switch exclusive. Hopefully, I know they're not going to add too much, but hopefully that and a release for it, because we've been waiting since January to hear about Skyrim.
Yeah. And I think we were just talking about this a little while ago, though. Like Skyrim is like
It came out
one
with
of their
the-
biggest third-party games to come out so far.
Mhm.
Skyrim?
Yeah.
I just think it's a little bit ridiculous because that came out with the trailer, and it's probably one of the last games we're gonna get, like in the year.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We've known about it since January.
Yeah,
Like,
looking back,
and
that
we knew
trailer is
about-
kind of weird.
We knew about Mario Odyssey, and everyone's like, "Oh, that looks like an interesting Mario game." And then we got the trailer, and it's like new information to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the
But-
fact that it's a 6-year-old game, I mean, that's been done for a long time. They could easily just get it on Switch within a week. But
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised it's taking this long for that one game.
Yeah. The interesting thing though about like just going back to that post, it says on what's headed to the Switch. So like you can pretty much assume that we're going to get at least one or two new games and like not just minor games. I think that they might drop some big stuff here.
I think I
can
might
see
just
it.
lose myself if
Yeah,
if I'm restraining myself, if you could tell.
I get that.
If they just bring me the virtual console, I think, I mean, this is what's going to hype up their console. Like, this is what's going to get them back in the game of relativity. Like,
True.
not that they're not there. Everyone loves the Switch. We just got done talking about how much we love the Switch and how much we play it on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
But if they had that virtual console in it, my God, you bet I'd be playing it more. I'd be streaming like nonstop with that and virtual console. Like, bring me Kirby's Air Ride, bring me all these great games.
Yeah, like especially with all the GameCube rumors. The only thing that I will say though is I would feel a lot more confident if they didn't have the SNES coming out, because I feel like they're definitely like, I mean, they really don't have to worry about people picking that up, but I don't think they want to take away any attention from that, and I don't think that they want to take any attention from Odyssey, even though those are like both locks. I don't know.
Wait, what game besides Odyssey? What game?
Odyssey, and then
You were talking about the SNES Classic.
yeah, the SNES.
Oh, that's right, the SNES.
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, I couldn't get my hands on an NES Classic, but then again, I didn't really care about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the fact that Nintendo, of course, has low quantity on it, and of course they discontinued it. Just it me personally loses faith and stuff. Like we knew that this was a problem that Nintendo started to have when the Amiibos came out.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knew that there was low quantity of this, low quantity of that, and I personally collect Amiibos, so that was like a big letdown for me. But the fact that it's not only that, it's the NES Classic, the SNES Classic, and on top of that, the Switch. The Switch was in low quantity for such a long time. I work in an electronics store, and it is so hard. Like we probably get it in stock once a month, and we sell out within the hour. Like that sucks.
Yeah, that's what a lot of stores are having. They have a lot of sellout problems with the Switch because how high of demand it is. Well, I'm pretty sure I've talked to you about that before, about what happened to the Switch and why it's in low demand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think it was like either today or like a couple days ago, like Reggie just came out and said like, listen guys, don't buy an SNES Classic over the price that we're putting it out for. So like he is a little bit more confident. I don't know. He at least sounds confident that they'll have enough in stock, but I don't know. Just that alone, I want Virtual Console to come so bad, especially with GameCube games, but I don't know. That'd be kind of weird.
Oh, yeah. But they did announce, like, sorry about that, but
No, it's all good.
with the Virtual Console and GameCube games,
Mm-hmm.
what's something that you've always wanted to do? Well, my opinion on that is I've always wanted to play GameCube games online.
Yeah.
There was online implemented on the GameCube. A lot of people don't know about it. But
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, there was online on it, but they never worked on it. They never did what the PS2 did or anything, or the Xbox. They never gave it an official online, but it did have online capabilities. Now,
I mean, continue.
oh, well, now on the Virtual Console, and I'm pretty sure Nintendo even out NES and SNES games, that these games are going to have online lobbies and stuff like that, so you can play online.
That's insane.
So that's something they need to work on, and that's probably why it's taking so long, because of games before it's released, instead of having like one or two and then slowly implementing more games into it.
I think my dream will be realized when we get, of course, Virtual Console. Like, if it's not going to be GameCube, I am perfectly content with Nintendo 64. But being as the generation that we are in, and the generation behind us, I feel like GameCube would be the next step into Virtual Console, and it's totally doable.
Yeah.
Not only that, like it would be no problem for a system such as the Switch. If I can take a game like Kirby's Air Ride, which obviously I love, like with a huge passion, out of my house and play it wherever I go, I don't care about online. I mean that that I feel like is just a bonus. Like I could have that if it's there, but I mean, dude, just think about like the possibilities of like the Switch already.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I gave the Switch a B plus is because if it had Virtual Console, that you guarantee I would have an A.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, Virtual Console, that's something that, like, if we're not looking at games, I could see instead of Virtual Console, and we kind of just touched on this a little bit, but I could definitely see this, like, maybe even half of this presentation announcing, like, a new, like, operating system, new, like, eShop layouts and stuff like that, and just,
Okay.
like, fixing a lot of the things. Like, we just said before, going into the eShop is like a chore now. Like just finding a game, it is so hard. Like there's so many games out.
Yep,
Yeah.
I don't know.
They
I
definitely
agree.
they definitely need help on their OS and stuff like that. I mean, it was good when it first, but times have changed already. You need to work on Nintendo.
Yeah. The other interesting thing is they're still putting a focus on that damn 3DS.
I love the 3DS. I've put more hours into the 3DS than I think the Wii U and the Wii combined. Like, I loved the portability of it, and I thought it had amazing games. And when Ocarina of Time 3D came out, I was smitten. When Majora's Mask came out, you bet your bottom that I cried when it came out. I literally did cry. I was so happy. It's my favorite game of all time, like as we all know. So I don't really mind the 3DS too much, but at the same time, like I'm just not playing it as much, and I think that's because of the Switch. The Switch has taken over the portability and of the Switch and I'm sorry, the 3DS.
Yeah.
And the 3DS, what the 3DS has going for it is that it's got 3D. But if I'm being completely honest, I don't even use the 3D anymore.
Yeah, same.
I love the 3D on it.
I think the 3D is great for certain games. Like Zelda has a deep 3D effect to it. Xenoblade Chronicles has a really deep one too. You know, some of them are great, but then there are other games like Pokemon. You wish that the whole game was in 3D.
Yeah.
But no, only the battles are. And when you're in a battle, it lags.
Yeah.
The frames drop so badly that's not even worth it.
So it's like how I'm sure there's an explanation to it. I'm pretty sure they probably already announced or explained it, but that's what people wanted, and instead we got half of what we wanted. And again, I'm not complaining. I still played it and I still loved it, but the majority of the whole game, if not the whole game, I kept the 3D off, knowing that it was useless.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of Pokemon, I think that's almost like a lock to be at this direct. Like we haven't really heard anything about the new games. And they're coming out fairly soon, right?
For Pokemon?
Tournament?
No, the new.
They got the Ultra one,
Ultra.
the Ultra Moon, and the Ultra
Oh
Sun.
yeah, those come out in November.
Yeah, so
Yeah, Pokemon games usually come out in November, I think.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna hear about those. We might hear about some other like 3DS titles. Do you guys have any crazy game predictions? I mean,
Metroid Prime 4.
Oh my god.
I mean, they're
No,
saying
hear
the
me out.
next few months. That's the big thing. Like
Breath of the Wild 2.
confirmed.
Splatoon 4. His dad works
What
at
happened
Nintendo.
to
We have
3?
inside.
We got it.
Yeah, that came out like 3 years ago. Don't worry.
Game predictions, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think they're going to announce any new games. I think
Really?
they're just going to... I personally think they're just going to touch on old brought up games and games that are coming right in the near future.
Yeah.
And maybe some, like you said, accessibility or changes to like the shop or whatever it is. But I don't think any new games are going to come out. And if they are new games, they're probably going to be indies.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that. I didn't want to cut you off though. But you're basically just saying that Nintendo's not going to pull a Nintendo. And Nintendo doesn't do that. Nintendo pulls Nintendos.
That's true.
They do exactly what you're not expecting.
Yeah.
So-
You know what? I agree with that, but I also, it's just so random. It's, you know what I mean? I think it's too random for them to say. It's like when you've just completed a project that took you forever to do, and you're like, guys, I finished it. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? It's like I don't see this random Nintendo Direct being like, oh yeah, cool. So Also, you're gonna get Super Mario 500.
Or like a Mario Party or something like that. It'd be weird for them to
Yeah.
like not include games in the E3. Like if they're coming out this year or like soon, like they definitely would have put them in the E3 thing. Like I don't know. I think this direct is going to be more about answering people's questions of like when are games going to come out? Maybe I think that they're going to address the eShop and maybe even like the internet service. But I don't know, dude. 45 minutes is a lot of time. Like, dude,
That's what I was saying. That's a lot of time for nothing to just be reruns. Like, that's a lot of times for a lot of stuff to be coming out. Sorry about that. Go for it.
No. I just wanted to say that I think he brings up a good point. You know what? It could be the fact that they're going to be bringing up some stuff like internet and or app usage. That could be another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we just talked about how that doesn't matter, but I mean that could be another thing. Like, oh, you can now go on YouTube. How about you compete with that? Yeah, knobheads.
Yeah.
I think
I
like
your censorship, by the way.
That's tame me.
like Netflix and like Hulu and stuff, that it's not really a big thing to like us, but I feel like for some people that would be like a wow moment, which is like kind of sad. It's 2017, but like that could be a big selling point for like people to move on from the Wii U or like move on from like the Xbox One because Microsoft is a mess right now. But
yeah,
yep.
That's a different video though.
but like I don't know. We all know that the Switch was driven towards more adults than kids. They might add some P-Hub. I don't know.
Yeah,
P-Hub. That sounds interesting. What's that?
What is that?
In great detail. I've never heard of P-Hub before.
It's called Corn Hub. Corn on the cob.
Ah, yeah.
I'm not a big corn guy.
You need to be a farmer to kind of get that. But I don't know.
All the crops.
I think we could see a lot of indies. My expectations are kind of low though, but I don't know. Just the fact that they're saying what's headed to the Switch, I could see a lot of indies. I could see the normal like Skyrim, Rocket League, but I'm with you, dude. I don't think that they're gonna announce like here's a Mario Party, here's a fucking Sunshine 2. Like,
yeah.
It's just the timing of it. It's very random. Like if they wanted to touch on that, they definitely could have done it at E3, and we're not too far away from E3 that they couldn't have said anything because they talked about Pokemon, they had nothing to show for it. They talked about Metroid Prime 4, again, they had nothing to show for it. We know it's coming. They could have said, "Hey, Mario Party's on the way too. I'm not going to show you anything because, we're good at that."
Yeah.
But if they're going to announce any new or big hit coming games, it's probably going to be during the holidays.
Yeah.
Just not now at a time like this.
I think
the fact that
Oh yeah, go. No, go man.
All right. Well, I was going to say the fact that it says within the next few months, that's how you know it's nothing going to be like major, because it can't just be like, "Oh yeah, new Smash coming out next month. You guys didn't hear about it until now, a month." Or like, it's nothing going to be big. I could definitely see them announcing new stuff. Like they even said at E3 that it was short, but they had a lot of new stuff on the back burners that they're going to talk about on a later direct.
Yeah.
And maybe this is that later direct because this is almost double that time of E3.
Yeah.
So,
well,
do you think this was a planned direct though? Because at this point, I feel like it was like they were talking about this yesterday. Like, muff it, just make it tomorrow.
Normally, I would say no, but that's a lot of time.
Yeah, that's what's really throwing me off. And the fact you guys were saying that they're going to be talking about like a lot of stuff like that, I feel like that would be a different Switch dedicated direct, because the fact that this says Switch and 3DS.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I don't really think that they're going to be talking about a lot of system updates and stuff like that for the Switch when it contains the Switch and 3DS per one direct.
Yeah. Here's two things though. So we have Odyssey coming out. If we're looking at like big games, we have Odyssey coming out, and then after that we have Xenoblade, which is kind of like it's a big game, but it's very specialized. Like not a lot of people like JRPGs that much. Like I don't know.
I'm excited.
I'm definitely excited, but like I could see them putting something after Odyssey that is like has more mass appeal.
But what would that be? Like, let's think about that real quick. What what is a bigger franchise than Mario? Nothing.
Zelda.
No.
No. Yes.
Mario.
No,
Mario is honestly
I'm just gonna shut you down right now.
No,
So-
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I do like Zelda more than Mario. Mario is the biggest gaming franchise out there.
No, it's Zelda.
So what could be their big hit before the holiday season? That's not Mario.
Pac-Man.
I was thinking that too. I was like, Pac-Man's pretty known, but
Well, I mean,
No, Pac-Man just came before Mario. It doesn't mean bigger than
new Donkey Kong.
New Donk City.
I could actually see that, and I know this is like a big thing to people. I could honestly see them dropping a Smash Deluxe. Like I could honestly see that, just because like E3 we got Pokken, which I feel like that's a pretty big game for some people, and we're literally getting it like months later after it was announced. So like I wouldn't be that surprised.
Wait, but you said Smash what?
Smash Deluxe.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
oh
much
yeah.
treatment that everything's getting.
That's true, because I mean, I'd be happy with that. You know, that would hold me over for a pretty long while. I mean, if you think about it, like we talked about earlier, we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out with all the DLC.
Mhm.
We're getting Pokken Tournament that's coming out with all the DLC. I think another game came out where we got all DLC for that too. I can't remember what it is.
There was a Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
It would only make sense if they let release Smash with all the DLC already paid for. People paid for it already back when it first came out, and it, like I said, it would just make sense not to. Why would you pay for it all again when all of the DLCs already come out before? People know what they're getting, and it would drive up their sales like a hell of a lot. That's my first curse word.
Yeah. No, I definitely see them not doing a Smash Deluxe or a whole brand new game is just stupid. I definitely see them doing that, but I am hoping that they do. Excuse me. I am hoping that they do new Smash game, like a new Smash 5 instead of Smash 4 Wii U Switch Edition or whatever they're gonna have to call that.
I hate that name. I hate that it was just Smash Brothers Wii U and 3DS. Like,
Oh my god, that was bad.
come on! You got Melee, you got Brawl, freaking make it Super Smash.
Smash Bros. Tournament style Melee.
Hey,
No, Super Smash Brothers Beat Up.
Nah.
you tried.
That sounds like an indie game to me, to be
Super
honest.
Smash Brothers Stabbing.
I like it.
Hey, okay, I like that.
Another
nothing but snake in that game.
another kind of like tease. I don't know if you guys saw it, but
My
they
ex.
they teased.
Sorry.
They teased Bayonetta and they teased Wonderful 101 on Twitter like a couple months ago.
What is Wonderful 101?
It's like the Metro or Mega Man spiritual successor or something like that.
It's like
Are you talking about Mighty Number 9?
no.
It's
It's
a
like
better
Pikmin,
game
but
of that.
like with a bunch of superheroes.
Okay, Pikmin and Mega Man are totally different jumps.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Let me look this up. You said Mighty 101?
No, it's Wonderful 101.
Oh, whoops. I'm thinking Mighty Number 9. Hold on. Wonderful 101.
But
I'm
I
looking at
think
this one too.
I think Bayonetta could be
Oh, him.
yeah.
I typed in Wonder and it came up Wonder Woman. What the heck is that?
Bayonetta could be a pretty big release, but like still subtle because like I feel like this year you have to get out kind of like all the ports and stuff. Like
This game does not look fun.
it's all right. I didn't really like it too much.
It looks like Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it does look
I
like
hated
that.
that.
But
But they did tease it. They did like a weird picture, and they did like half red, half blue, like kind of switch. I don't know. It was a big
Yeah.
tease. I could definitely see Bayonetta 1 and 2 coming over.
that, or I heard that there might be a Bayonetta 3 in the works.
That'd be
And the
insane.
fact that the fact that Platinum Games is working with Nintendo so much lately, and that Bayonetta 2 was exclusive to the Wii U, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could see them making a Bayonetta 3 exclusive to the Switch.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of one of my predictions. Also the other thing, I'm surprised we haven't mentioned it yet, and it's going to be a
Part 4.
lock. Like it's definitely going to be a lock is the
Part 4.
third part of the Breath of the Wild DLC.
You mean the
Third.
second?
The third part,
There's only
right?
2 parts to it.
Yeah, there's only 2 parts. It's The first one was all the clothing, teleportation amulet, and hard mode, and the second part is the story.
I leveled up.
Okay.
No, the first part was like the Switch shirt and like the random chests.
Oh, I don't consider that part of it. That's like
Oh, okay.
I leveled
Yeah.
up in your general chat. That's what it was.
okay.
The first part was already released. The second part's gonna be the new story that's coming out in holiday.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. I considered the Switch shirt and the random chest like the first part of it.
Yeah, the pre DLC stuff. That's what I call it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think we'll see the third, like the Ballad of the Champions or something like that. It's called.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that, and I'm excited for the
It's gonna
amiibos
be
coming
good.
out for that. But they're also sold out because, of course, Nintendo dropped the ball.
They look so
I
good,
bought
dude.
them. I was able to pre-order the amiibos for Odyssey and Breath of the Wild Champions.
Well, Odyssey isn't sold out. Like you're still able to get those.
Yeah.
Oh,
But the champions are.
Yeah.
I
They're...
bought them all online, and I'm not going to be here when they get delivered. So I'm kind of
The
scared.
Metroid one came back in stock, but
What? Where? Huh?
Best Buy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
probably
I
gonna
checked-
get those.
Checked yesterday before I left work. But I mean, no offense to anyone, I just don't care because I didn't really grow up with Metroid. And
Yeah.
my coworker was telling me like, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up. I was like, oh, that's cool. It came back in stock, but I mean, I don't need it because I mean, looking at my collection, it just wouldn't please me because it's not something I collect.
Yeah. I'm not.
Yeah.
Same thing I did with Hey Pikmin is I didn't pick up the game, but I got the amiibo because it's like the best amiibo ever. I'll
Yeah,
probably
was
do
cool.
that. Yeah, I'll probably do
cool.
that with the Metroid one too. Like I'm not gonna get the game, but I'll get
I
the
bought
amiibos.
those. I bought
Yeah.
that amiibo with all the Pikmin on it, but it wasn't for me. I just bought it for my brother because I know he loves the Pikmin, even though he's never played the game before. He just loves how dumb they look.
They're adorable.
I know, but that's the thing. He thinks they're adorable, but dumb too.
They
I
are
love
kind of
Pikmin.
dumb.
Hey,
They're just
hey,
very
hey.
They're very dopey looking. Like it's
They're-
funny.
They're Nintendo's minions.
They're cute. I'm not saying anything bad about it. When you transfer your 3DS system to a new one, the little Pikmin are carrying the little things.
I know, I love it. All right, but we keep getting off track. We're
That's
talking
my
about
fault.
predictions here.
Sorry.
All right.
That's
I'm
true.
anyone
very
have
good
any-
at
any more
derailing.
things?
The only thing we haven't talked about, what do you think that they're gonna talk about with Odyssey? Because they literally say what's headed to the Switch and 3DS, and then they even mention Odyssey. Like, how long do you think they're even gonna focus that? Out of the 45 minutes, how long do you
I
think?
think- I think
Maybe
they're
the
going to
last
talk about
10.
Odyssey.
I think you're right. You may be right.
That's
I
a
think
safe
they're gonna
bet.
talk about it. Maybe for
I
the
think
last
they're gonna-
10
Yeah, I agree with recommendations.
The last 10.
Maybe for the last 10 minutes of the stream, and
They're going to leave it for the
I
very
think-
end.
Yeah, like what they did with E3 because it's a big game of the year. But
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to talk about the new stages that were leaked.
Yeah.
Stages.
I feel like that's all they could really do. Yeah, they announced new worlds, but I feel like that's all they could really do as of right now. Just talk about areas.
Guess we'll talk about something that just people know about now, huh?
I mean,
I mean,
what
we're
they did
also
with-
like hardcore, like into it. Like we see like
you know,
news updates
we
and
look
stuff.
we look up the news and stuff like that.
Yeah.
At least I do. I
Casual
listen to-
people aren't gonna really know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did that same thing with Splatoon 2 and ARMS. They just beat that shit into like the ground. Sorry, and
I'm better at cold restraining myself than you.
yeah,
Okay, here's my biggest fear. This is my biggest fear for this whole direct. If they announce DLC for this game, I will be so upset.
for Odyssey,
Yeah.
I can see them.
Really? Why would you be upset? We just talked about Zelda DLC.
Well,
What
Zelda-
excited you about this one?
Zelda is like giant and like I don't know, an open world game. Odyssey is pretty open world, but it's still like linear. It's still in the linears. It's a Mario game, and I don't know, just like every single Mario game. And this is kind of like contradicting the Zelda, but like it won't feel right. Like I even didn't like it for the rabbits. I still don't like it for the rabbits.
Yeah, but the rabbits, I feel like it's different because you buy the DLC and it's just weapon.
Is it?
I think it is.
I could have swore there was some kind
I'm
of
not stuck
story.
here, I fell for it.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. It would just be weird with Odyssey. Like I want this to be like a complete game. Like, and what would they even add? Like, would they really like add new worlds? Like, would you really have to pay for new worlds and stuff?
New world, another story to it. I don't know. It's like, what type of DLCs are there? There's
You know
additional
what?
content.
I would
and
actually hate that
apparel.
too.
Yeah.
I would personally hate that just because, you know, the Mario game that came out for the phone,
Super Mario Run.
Mario
the
Run.
Mario Run. I thought that was a fun game. I thought it would have been a fun time waster. But the fact that I got the first world free and I had to pay $10 to get the rest of them, I was like, man, if you look at other apps, like I'm pretty sure I can find an app that's similar to this and free.
True.
Like, so you're making me
it ain't
pay
Nintendo.
$10, but yeah, well, true, but like, so that's the thing is I ended up paying the $10, but that's when I had an Android, and I was like, well, I didn't think about it, but I switched to an iPhone, and I was like, oh, cool, there's a little recover thing, but it's only recover if you purchased it on the iPhone before. I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm buying that again. Like you've lost
Yeah.
me, and I mean, Nintendo, step it up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad that they kind of like made you buy it all up front rather than like something like Pokemon Go, which is just like insane.
Yeah.
Like that's probably the most expensive game I've ever played.
I mean, it would have made sense if it was $10 to get the app.
Yeah.
But then again, that's still a lot of money, and I see why that they didn't. I see why they didn't have it like that, because no one would have purchased it if they saw the big $10 like right next to the app.
Yeah.
No one's gonna buy that. So you get a taste of the app, and then you pay for it. And you know what? I'm realizing this is not the point of the argument. Let's switch topics.
It's not.
But regardless, like if there is, because they're definitely going to release something special with this game. I think it's going to be like more accessory based. Like I could definitely see something like the Splatoon 2 thing where they release like a Pro controller or maybe like special Joy-Con or something like that. But DLC like this, you don't need it. I don't think you need it.
Not for a Mario game, at least. I mean, it's not. I get it is about adventure and all that stuff, but compared to Breath of the Wild, I felt it justified to get that for an extra story and all this stuff. But for Mario, I feel like it all should be included, so I can understand that.
Yeah, and if they do release something, like if they do announce some kind of DLC, then Nintendo has fully gone into modern gaming, and that's a little scary to think about.
Just to let you know, we're 10 to 11, so we're about to F up.
All right, so we pretty much, I don't know. I really don't see anything major coming out of this. But for fun's sake, because I'm putting this video up, at the time that I'm going to put this video up, this is only going to be relevant for a day. So, with that being said, we'll go around again and just give me one crazy, realistic-ish prediction. It could be software, it could be like hardware, whatever.
I guess I'll start. My name is Nathan, and I think no, I'm just kidding. I don't think anything is going to be really announced or talked about. At least new things. I think they're only going to cover old things. That they touched on like at E3 and so on. But if they do cover anything new, it would have to be Virtual Console. It would only make sense.
Yeah, Virtual Console.
So I give that a B+. I'm just kidding.
We might have a post conversation about this too. That would be kind of fun. All right, Freets.
All right. I don't know, man. I don't know. Thinking about it, anything new, it's Nintendo. You can never understand, or you never know what they're thinking. I'm sorry. You never know what they're thinking. So, of course, I'm expecting something new. What it is, I'm not sure. But I'm definitely expecting something new, even if it's just a bunch of random indie games that we don't care about.
Do you have like some random big game?
Grand Theft Auto.
I wanted to say, well, I was actually thinking about Fallout, because I did hear there's a rumor that Fallout might be getting ported to the Switch as well.
Do you think they would put out Skyrim and Fallout?
I mean, they do it over and over again on every other console. Why?
True.
Yeah.
I feel like they want to focus on Skyrim first before they put out any of their other games, though.
Yeah. But the thing is, I was joking around earlier about Prime 4, but I do expect it.
No, you weren't.
No, listen, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm not trying to sound like a dick right now, but
no, you did.
Prime 4. Okay, well, yeah, whatever.
Don't cuss, man.
Prime 4, I'm honestly expecting like a little snippet of it, like a
5
little
more
thing
seconds.
of, five more seconds of the 4 just sitting there. But I'm expecting it because Samus Returns comes out 2 days after this direct.
That'd be
yeah.
pretty cool, actually.
So I could see them doing like a final trailer, final announcement, and at the end, boom, fade to black, play the Prime music again. Something comes out, shows Samus running away, falling, turning around, and Silex standing there.
Instead of a
Dude.
4, it has a 5.
Instead of a 4.
We've given up. We're going to 5.
She's about to get shot by someone. Hand up, gets her thumb ripped off. It shows 4, fades to black.
That'd be so badass. All
I
right.
think that'd be cool too. Yeah.
I'm going to go with, I think, I'll give a safe. I don't know. I think we're going to see Bayonetta. I think that's going to be something
I
that
can see that.
we could see. But just for funsies, I think we might see Smash. Because I think it's something that's like big, but at the same time, I'm going for
already know.
deluxe. I'm going for deluxe.
Okay.
Maybe like add in an Inkling, maybe ARMS. They're still kind of new in like Nintendo, but
Mm.
I only had a wish. One great wish that wasn't realized back when Smash was still being releasing new characters. I wanted Banjo-Kazooie
I knew it,
Dude.
or Bomberman.
yes,
Yeah, I can see both of those.
They were the only two I really wanted.
Bomberman would
and
be dope. I could see that
Banjo-
happening actually.
Yeah.
It would have been so cool. Also, Banjo-Kazooie was #1 in the U.S.
Mhm.
That was voted on,
Hmm.
and they're like, "Oh, this Bayonetta was the #1 in the UK," and we're like, "Hold up, what?" Like even Microsoft gave their consent. They're like, "Yeah, Nintendo, you should use Banjo and Kazooie. We would love to see
Yeah.
them in the game." And it's like,
Microsoft-
what? How did that was like a green flag? What?
Yeah, Microsoft's been saying they want to work with Nintendo. But real quick, you know how big of an uproar Cloud was when he was announced?
Oh,
Yep.
they use them still, yeah.
Banjo
my best.
Kazooie, I could see being bigger than that.
That would
And
be pretty
how
cool.
could something top Cloud in Smash? Just
Yeah.
think of that. That's how
That
big
was-
Banjo Kazooie would be in Smash.
I was really happy when they brought back Roy.
Oh yeah, and Lucas. I was crying when I saw Lucas. Lucas was my main.
Dude.
Yeah, Lucas was really that was another big one too.
So yeah, I could definitely see Smash. The other thing that we didn't touch on real quick. Do you guys believe the achievement rumor?
Oh God, I don't know if I believe
hope
it or
not.
not, but I hope so.
Oh God.
I think it would
I-
kind of be fun to like revisit games like ARMS and stuff and like go achievement hunting or whatever.
That'd be
I
awesome.
hope not, just because it would totally. I mean, I get a lot of people would like it because you're replaying through the game and now you have a purpose to do certain things. Yeah, that sounds cool, but not for Nintendo. Like
Yeah.
not that Nintendo wouldn't be good at it or anything like that, just because they haven't done it. But I just think that it wouldn't. It would take the fun out of the game for me.
True.
And achievement, whatever. That's
Look
another
at
thing.
us.
But
We're talking about DLC and achievements for Nintendo games. Like,
Well, the other thing I was going to talk about was the whole you have to pay for online. Remember?
yeah, I'm not too
That's
upset
coming
about
soon.
that because it's literally like $20 for the whole year. Like, I'll forget that I even bought it, to be honest.
What were you just saying in my thing, Nathan? What is
What?
$20?
I didn't know
Yeah.
it was $20. He just said it was $20, and I was like, in my head, I was.
Yeah, it's 20 for the
It's
year.
$20 for a whole year.
I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was going to be worse than that. I thought it was going to be on par with the others at like $60.
Yeah.
Nope, $20. One
I
third the price.
guess I could care less then.
But anyway, with all that said, we're only
3
going to
minutes
be
left.
we're only going to have to wait a couple, actually like a day now, which is like absolutely insane. But anyway, guys, this was a little sneak peek in what Ren 10 Nation is going to be. If you guys want to check out the full versions of this, I think by the time I upload this, I don't know, maybe it'll be up. But you can check out Free Donations channel. Of course, check out Renyo's channel. And in the comments section below, let me know what you think might happen at this direct. I almost said E3, but this is a direct. It's longer than E3, which is bizarre.
It's E4.
Anyway, guys, you have any final words to say?
Yeah, Yeah, I'm tied down by restraints, so no,
He's not allowed to talk.
I'm not. He even took down my picture.
Yes, I control
I
all of you.
reposted it. I reposted it in the Patreon chat.